No. I want you back.
What about Captain Underpants? What are you doing?
I want you back, Dominic.
I'm through with him. I love you, Jack.
Yeah, I listen, I'm not an acquisition. You can't just decide.
I'm asking.
Oh, yeah? And I'm asking for some service.
You get your pork sausage, Porky! Beat it!
So a lot of women in my circle always go back to the same douchebags, and we're always like, why is she going back to him? He like totally sucks. He cheated on her with like 12 people, including her mother. I don't get it.
Okay, fellas, in this highlight reel, you're gonna experience her go like wee a couple times. So you've been warned.
Is because behavioral patterns have changed.
Environmental psychologists say that we tend to remember the good times as a coping mechanism to have some hope for better time.
We are poking to test if there has been change. If you are less dependent on us, if you are if you're stop trying to fix us.
If she sees that you are working on yourself, and she likes what she sees.
And you are coming from a place of integrity, a place of worth, and also that you are sorry possibly for the mistakes that you've done. And if there was mistakes that have been done, it's not about your words, it's in changed behavior.
Agreed, your actions speak louder than words. And when your girlfriend leaves, or you leave your girlfriend and you become a better man because of it, it says a lot about the value your girlfriend brings to the table. Apparently, you are better without your girl than with your girl. Consider that.
Sexual chemistry or sexual pleasement is a craving.
Sex is powerful.
Hanky panky.
So what men have to understand, although women make themselves to just be a sexual, sexy object, just from, the way they dress, the way they appear, they still make it to be very, very important for them to get a sexual pleasement.
And if you as a partner are very good at what you do in the bedroom, this is probably going to be the biggest thing with her because she knows how you make her feel.
They're experimenting, they're experiencing, they're seeing different things, they're dealing with different people. So because of that, they find that one guy that can pipe it down right. Guess what? She's gonna always have to come back.
And this is why a lot of relationships don't work these days. When you meet your girlfriend and you hit it, you're not the first, you're not the second, you're not the third. And when she breaks up with you, there's a chance that she's been jumping on some dicks before she decides to come back. Now, how many times did she get married? Exactly. When she leaves, do not take her back.
It's natural for us women to think back on that guy who provided that for us.
Which means you have the tendency to perhaps make someone else feel the same way. Yeah, and she may not want that.
Human psychology is just, the saying, like, we always want what we can't have, right? So it kind of comes down to that.
We tend to stick to what's familiar. And the second you take away our familiarity, we get into a state of stress.
Energetically, she's going to feel this. People will feel this. You will start to attract different people into your lives as well.
Again, I always use the toaster analogy. You bought the toaster, you're like, okay, I made some toast today. And then, lo and behold, the toaster kind of loses its spark. And you see it every day, you don't even notice it anymore. But God forbid somebody came in and robbed your ass of that toaster. You'd come downstairs and be like, something was over here. What was over here? My toaster. Where's my toaster?
I agree. Most people don't know what they have until it's gone. And in this day and age, it's easy to take things for granted.
Can I be perfectly honest with you guys? Guys, not all women are jerks, okay?
Oh, really?
It's just not. As a matter of fact, we don't like to turn you down. It is really hard for a woman to turn a guy down. It hurts her inside, unless she's a toxic woman.
I disagree because you need to be more specific. So I'll let the next lady explain it.
Because as women, we don't want to lose a great man. It is really hard to find a good man, guys. And this is what's important, is it's really just as hard it is to find a good woman as the same thing vice versa.
Nice. It's about losing a good man, a great man. Women always come back to quality. If you are a low quality man, these women do not care. Money is important, but it's not the end all be all. Your most important asset is your brain. You have men that win the lottery and lose all of it in the same year. Why? Because they don't know shit about money.
I don't care how like empowered and feminist and sexually liberated she is. We women just don't have a natural inclination to run around swinging the V.
In general, women do not smash everything that walks, okay? A lot of times, she's already familiar with the dude. She's probably already talking to the guy while she's in a relationship with you. Breakup happens, and you're shocked. She was already planning her exit a long time ago.
About the grass being green on the other side, a lot of women feel like they can get better. They feel like they can get better. They feel like they deserve better. They feel like they own that. They feel like they're entitled to that. They feel like you are not better, so I can't deal with you.
She may be walking and stepping on more than she was, on the other side. So, yeah, it may not be all what it's cracked up to be.
And guess what happens? They go around running. Oh, this is the first stop that she has, the first man she's talking to. He's not that good. I don't really like him. Next. He's too much of a simp. Next one. He's too broke. Okay. And you're right here. After she ran through all these guys, she's looking back this way, right?
And furthermore, she could have run into somebody who actually is far more disrespectful, just inconsiderate, selfish, whatever. She's had a bad experience with this new person.
And when she's looking back at you, she's like, well, he had money, he had his shit together. He is on his purpose. And, he's pretty attractive. You know what? Like, he's the best one. He's the best one. What did I do? Why am I on the other side? The grass is not greener out here. I got dead grass around me.
Dead grass. When she figures out that the grass is not greener on the other side, do not take her back. I repeat, do not take her back, because you're setting yourself up for failure. You're teaching this woman that she can come and go whenever she feels like it.
Sad reality is there are some women who are frankly toxic, what I like to call adult bullies, because that's really all they are. Now, toxic women are all about ego, and they're all about drama, and they get a thrill out of a whole bunch of men being interested in them. That is like a crown on their head, man. They love having a long list of men who are interested in them.
You'd be amazed how many people try to come back into a relationship not really wanting a person, but just to wreak havoc in their lives so that they're not content, or that they don't find someone who's a better partner.
And so they don't want to actually give you attention, at least not for very long. They just want you to be interested in them. So often if, a guy tries to approach them or ask them out or whatever, they'll totally turn him down, which is a huge ego boost to them. But then if you start to move on, that bothers her. That really bothers her, because you are one of the jewels in her crown, and so she's got to get you back.
So in a case like this, when you have a woman that's trying to come back to you, she wants to come back to you, and now she has no control over you, and she comes back, she finds the way to have control over you because you allowed her to. And that's pretty much her coming back into your life. And when she tells you, like I said, she wants a certain thing, she gets it. When she tells you, I'm sorry, and she doesn't do nothing to own up to it and doesn't follow through why she's actually sorry, and you still forgive her, she has control.
So yeah, she'll try and, get you back. And then she's just going to do it all over again, because all she really cares about is having that name on the list of men who are interested in her and playing with you and using you. Toxic women love drama. They do not love people.
You will know real quick if you're dealing with a toxic woman or not. It's not rocket science to figure this out. What are you willing to accept? What are you willing to give? Women shit test you all the time just to know how far they can kick the can. So the ball is in your hands, man. Do you really want to deal with this foolishness? This video has officially been highlighted.